Hello everyone, welcome. I was planning to make a video showcasing a couple of new mods. However, one of them turned out to be too good for that and it deserved its own video. And that is this one, Veer's Hoot and Toot bar, a village home extension. This is actually an add-on mod for the village home mod by the same author BM Rush. I made a video early this year covering the village home mod. It has been many months and there's been quite a lot of additions. So what I'm going to do is showcase all the new changes that are inside this village home mod, and afterwards we're going to take a look at this new add-on mod, which is Veer's Hoot and Toot bar. Now let's start from the living quarters area. There is now an information desk with an NPC that you can actually interact with and get some dialogues. And one attention to detail of this mod is that all the NPC that you encounter, they all have individual names. It is not just a generic citizen or technician or something like that. Let's keep on going. Another new addition that was added is this fancy restaurant.
Yes, what?
There is this beautifully done fancy restaurant in here now in the living quarters. And that's not all. There's also a gigantic Reliant medical facility. There's a kiosk outside that you can buy any of the aids that you need. But the most impressive thing is the inside. You have a reception.
Excuse me. Pardon. Hello.
Then you have this general area with a diagnosis room, a bunch of other rooms that are operating rooms. And look at the detail in this room. I don't think the last operation here was successful. And check this out, if we keep on going, there's even a morgue now. It is creepy and it is very well done. There is this one particular one which is using a ship hub. And look at this. It's pretty freaky, but very well done with the bodies there. And we're just gonna close back the door and Sarah will make her way out. And then there is these frozen chambers morgue. There are some chambers in here. One of them actually had a body inside. The other ones were empty. And I think this area here, the door says funeral home. But I can't really find the home. I don't know if that room was supposed to be it, but I opened the other gates and it goes to an industrial place. Upstairs, it's a laboratory, which again, very well done, the laboratory.
Howdy.
You even have a body in the lab that has a name on it. And again, all the NPCs, they all had names.
Hey.
And then there's also this waste deposit. The author basically thought of kind of everything that is needed for a village to function. See the environment, you know, how dirty it is, all the trash bins. And then there's also this area at the bottom, the incinerator, I guess, for all the garbage. A lot of details, a lot of planning. And here is something pretty amazing. There is this underground farm and mine. You go down and you have this impressively detailed, huge underground farm. Have the animals. I forgot the name of those things. You also have NPCs down here as well.
Pardon, excuse me.
Yes?
And you can actually harvest all the plants that are growing in here. And I think these are varieties of a lot of plants that we have in the game. So you can just come down here and farm for what you need. And the funny thing is, down here you can also add additional structures if you prefer. I don't think you can do that upstairs above in the surface, but down here you can actually build or decorate and add more things. I don't feel like you need to, but the option is there. And look at all the detail of decoration of the palettes with fruits and vegetables. Pretty amazing. And then you have these tracks that lead to the mining, and all these carts that you see here on the way, they all actually have resources that you can just grab, not just decorations. There's a little cabin down there for the workers, and I think this is the office, I guess the satellite office of the mining company. Again, inside you have an NPC, and I guess the boss, the manager of this area.
Hello.
a lot of items on the desk that you can interact.
Howdy.
You can absolutely see the amount of effort that was given to this mod. And inside here, all I could find was rooms, different rooms with resources that you can grab. Let's keep on going to the next new area, and that is this shooting range. There's a security desk. You have 3 different shooting ranges. There is an office here. Use the computer, you had to buy all of them. It's 3 for the 3 different ranges. There's a kiosk that sells, I think, a lot of weapons. I don't know if all the weapons, but you can also use this access terminal to open and unlock the storage room. There's a lot of items and decorations that you can grab. Let's go to the first one. There is an information plaque that you guys can read. There is one paragraph says that if you hit all 19 targets without hitting any hostages, you can open the maintenance door, the secure access door that is there.
What are you doing?
Blue ones, those are the hostages. If you shoot them, you get this whole red warning. Very detailed, very nice. Then there is the range, the second range. And this one is just those targets on the sides. I think the range number 1 is definitely the nicest one, my favorite one. And then there is the third shooting range, the sharpshooter range. It reminds me of target shooting in a fair. And finally, we're gonna go back to the living quarters. We're gonna go down and there is this crew services location. So you have all your mission boards as well as the navigation panel. This was added as well, it's pretty cool. The gym area I think is just like before, except that now there are actually NPCs there.
Hey. Excuse me.
Hey.
And if we keep on going, we see this area. So to the right is access to a new add-on mod, the Veer's Hoot and Toot. We're gonna go later. There's an aquarium in here as well. There is also this shopping area with a smaller bar.
Yes?
But the main thing are all these stores that you have here. So you have ship services, spacesuits, clothing, weapons, and miscellaneous. Each of them, they have a kiosk, and you can basically buy, I think, virtually everything that is available in this game. Finally, we're gonna go now to the bar. It has a reception area with a bouncer there, but you can just walk in. And the first thing that you're gonna notice is how good the music is.
What?
This is actually music composed by this person, Veer, and it is really fantastic, the music. And if you pay attention to the lyrics, this is actually written specifically for Starfield. The songs are specifically made for this mod, and I think there are about maybe 5 or 7 songs that you can actually request the DJ to play. It is so much nicer than the nightclub in Neon City. And I think you can recruit almost all of these NPCs.
The pirate's on her tail, but she's stronger than the fire cutting through the endless night. Cargo hold secure, she'll make it out alright. Stars in her eyes, she's the one they trust. A merchant in the heavens, her mission's just. Through dangers untold, she'll fly on without rest.
Excuse me.
For the
There's a staff area where you can go to Veer's office, and you will actually encounter the NPC Veer Ash, which is voiced by the real person who made all the music. Do the conversation, talk to the NPC. He will
Welcome
give
to
you
the
access to his stash in the ventilation system.
That is such an awesome idea.
You can go into his apartment, grab the fuel cell. There's also a briefcase with stuff if you want to grab it. But what you want to do is put a power cell in that area so it opens the ventilation, and you can find his stash around in the area. It seems pretty confusing at first, the ventilation system, but they kind of all lead to the same area. there is this one particular room with a glass door that you can go in with 2 spacesuits. I had a lot of trouble exiting this room because of the door. It wasn't opening all the way. I finally managed to do this after I opened the doors for the mannequin. I don't know why that's related or if it is related, but once I opened the doors for the mannequins, I put my character against the wall as much as possible, and the door kind of opened up a little bit more than just a quarter, almost halfway, and I was able to finally get out. So just something to be aware when you guys reach this area. There's an office area as well, right from the entrance to the staff area where you can talk to the NPC, I think the manager of the bar. If you keep on going down, there is this distillery for all the alcohol, for the whiskey, all that stuff.
Alexander came.
It's pretty amazing how the author just, cover pretty much everything. And then you have the DJ, you can talk to her and start requesting songs. I don't know why sometimes she has her weapon drawn, that I don't know. Only sometimes, it doesn't happen all the time. And if you stay there long enough, she will start dancing. Same thing with Sarah. At one point, she will start just dancing as well. It's pretty cool. Very amazing mod for everything, all the effort and everything that is unique that was put in. The music was very impressive, and all of this is made free. It really puts to shame quite a lot of pay mods out there. To think that there are people that are so generous that put in time, effort, the skills, the talent to make something so wonderful and just put it out there for free. I'll leave the links in the description. It is available via Creations as well as Nexus. Check it out for yourself so that you have it. This is a mod that really caught me by surprise. Alright, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Otherwise, enjoy the game, have fun, and I'll see you all in the next video.